Alright, y'all. I'm trying to make this a little different because the other video, you guys know, got took down. I know why. I ain't gonna speak on it, but I'm telling y'all how to do announcements. So, first you want to do is up to right. You want to do announcements. So, let's say, hmm, let's do IRC. Let's say I want to do announcements for the forum. I want to do updated announcements, and I want to update, you know, any route. I don't want to do this route. I'm gonna do like, um, mm, I'm gonna do this route. Fuck it. Four from Utica to Burnside, right? Now I'm load up the CSV right here. Move it to this monitor so you guys can see, right? Boom. First you want to do Control F, type in .sta for the station command. So okay, is this going backwards? Alright. So let's start at Utica. So Utica up here. If I were you, I recommend Notepad++. Easy to download. Put it in the description. Um, right here, Lex. So boom. Remember how I told you how directories work? Let's look. Let's go in my sound folder. Sound. Let's look for Lex then 4. So boom, Lex 4. Then we're gonna look for Utica Depart.
This is a Manhattan-bound 4 express train. The next stop is
Franklin Avenue.
Let's say I want to go in my own folder, right? What if I want to go here? IRT 4. Let's say I want to make this, right? Let's just use this.
This is an Atlantic Avenue-bound 4 express train. The next stop is
Franklin Avenue, Medgar Evers College.
Boom, that is extremely loud, and you will know why it's extremely loud. So, I want to do this so this video won't get took down. So, I'm going to try to explain this the best I can. There's many ways you could get your own announcements. You could go outside and record them and have them to your PC. You could go on YouTube and find announcements to use. YouTube, please don't take this video down. I'm not going to be showing you how to get the announcements from YouTube because that's how my old video got took down. But if you find your own way, you find your own way. Just get the announcements in the first place. Get them on your PC. You're going to want to download Audacity. I'm open Audacity here. Boom, skip. Okay. Now, let me check if I have any announcements in here. So, let's say, alright. I'm trying to make this where you guys could understand. So, let's say, I don't really have anything here. Alright. Damn, this is confusing. Fuck. Alright. So let's say this. Damn. Alright. Let's say this folder I have, right?
This is a Bronx-bound 5 express train. The next stop is 51st Street.
Boom. So you could go up here. There's another way you could do this. Let's say you have the video ready or whatever the announcement is. You can go to playback. You can go to audio settings. Make sure this is on Windows WhatsApp, ASAP, whatever this is. Make sure it's on your headphones that you're using on your PC. Your headphones. Those are my headphones, right? You're gonna want to hit record. Now, look. This is one way you could do this. Let's say I got my announcer right here.
This is a Bronx-bound 5 express train. The next stop is 51st Street.
Boom. So I'm gonna take this part right here.
Is a Bronx-bound. This is a Bronx.
I'm gonna take this part right here, right? I'm gonna split that. I'm gonna delete this because we don't need that. Now, let's say you want to add reverb to it, whatever. You can play around with these settings. I don't really have any settings. I don't really like have any good settings to give to y'all. So you could play around with this. It's up to you. Let's say you want to apply that.
This is a Bronx-bound 5 express train. The next stop is...
Or like, if you want to do wet only, but I want to recommend
This is a Bronx-bound 5 express train. The next stop is 51st Street. This is...
boom. But yeah, you see this right here? Easy. Boom. You have your announcement.
This is a Bronx...
Now, you see how the spectrogram is like this? You want to make sure it's big enough. If it's not big enough, like meaning that it's not loud enough, you go to Effect, Volume, Amplify. You want to like keep doing it until it sounds satisfying to you. So I wouldn't do 6 because that's ear rape. Look.
This is a Bronx-bound 5 express train. The next stop is 51st Street.
I guess you could use it. I guess 6 is not ear rape. So what I'm going to want to do, boom. I'm going to go, this is from the old video. I'm going to want to go down here, right click, hit new, folder. We're going to name this like 5 tests. You can name anything you want. Name it anything you want. You can name it my announcements, what's your name, whatever. I'm going to name this 51st Depart. No, Grand Central Depart. So 42nd underscore DEP wave, right? Current selection, don't do entire project sometimes because it will just select everything you have in there, like even the blank spots. So just do current selection. Make sure you're selecting what you want. Do current selection, boom. Now go over here. I would go to sound, go to 5 test here, boom. 40 seconds there, right?
This is a Bronx-bound 5 express train.
So yeah. Alright. Now you see this route, right? Very old route. Whatever. Who cares? Now this route. So I wouldn't, for the departure announcement, you don't have to go actually use the route viewer. You don't need to actually use it. For the departure announcement, it says it right here. 1150. 11-11-550. So let's type that in the route. 11-550. Boom. This is like the whole station object. So basically, once your door is open, I think this -1 means it'll open on the left side. I think if you do another one, I forgot how it works. But right here, I'm going to copy up here. We're going to do 5 tests. And I'm going to select this part right here. I'm going to do Control H. Then I'm going to do 5 tests. Replace all. It's going to replace every single code that has that Lex. Now I'm going to put this as 42nd DEP. Make sure it's a lowercase d because that's how it's spelled here. Everything has to spell to 1-to-1 exact. It has to be 1-to-1 exact, right? 5 tests, whatever it is. Now, boom. Let me go in the route. Try to load it up. Let's see how it works. Alright. We're back. Don't mind the route that I have on this. I mean, don't mind the train that I have this on. Charge it up, Control J so it can speed up. Hit space bar to make sure the train's charged. Boom. Control J again. Undo. I'm gonna hurry up. Train is here. As soon as I open my doors, announcement should play.
This is a Bronx-bound 5 express train. The next stop is 51st Street.
See? Easy. Now, recommend getting your announcements off YouTube. You want them to be high quality. Or even recommend the best. Get them yourself in person. Especially if you want updated announcements, I wouldn't rely off YouTube. But if you want to start somewhere, go off YouTube. You know, just reread what I said. Just, you know, it's easy. Now, I'm going to tell you how to do the arrival announcement. So, boom. Let's say, all right, let me close this out. Let's say, boom. Let's open up the route code. You're gonna look for Control F dots announce. Boom. Right? See, well, make sure this is spelled right. 5 tests. Make sure it's spelled the exact same way you see it in the folder. Now, let's we don't have a Franklin arrive, so it wouldn't play. But let's say, right? Alright. Boom. You would put the Franklin arrive in here and it would play once it gets to Franklin, right? Now let's say there's not a dot announce command, right? And you want to just place it like boom. So let me just do some dumb shit real quick. Let's say what's the stop? Kingston, right? Boom. Right here, I'm at Kingston, find my train, right? Let's say I'm on the local. There's no command here. I will do see the position up here, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. This is the position it will play at. Same thing with the TFOs. So I would remember I'll just alright, make this bigger. I guess. Alright. Stretch this. Alright, let me just put it full screen. So boom. What was the position? 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, comma, dot, announce. Then you would put 5, test, backslash, and we'll put no string, oops, Kingston underscore arrive. Right? Now, boom. The code is there. This means once I get to this position, let me put as 8 or 9, doesn't matter, as long as it's very close. Now, it means once I get to this position, it'll say this is Kingston Avenue. Now, the directory is not in there, so let me just go in a different folder. And don't try to take someone else's announcements and then make it your own folder and then say it's yours, because you're going to end up with someone killing you for that. But, let's say, what definitely has a Kingston, like, alright. Let's go like in a 7th app folder, right? Alright, I'm not gonna be looking all day for this shit now, so let me just IRT 7th outlaw. So is there a Kingston in here? Probably not. So let's just my point is I'm just trying to show you that it works. I don't really care how it sounds. So let's say what? This guy does he have a Kingston arrive? Are we dead ass right now? Oh, right here. Kingston arrive. Kingston Avenue. Oh no. Chill on me. That was years ago. Let's say, right? Boom. Take that Kingston. And you see how it's a flag? Now you want to hover over it, right? Just to make sure it's a flag. Realize it's a flag, it's not a wave. You're gonna wanna where did I just put it? You're gonna change this to a flag. This is not a word. You get what I'm trying to say. It's late right now, it's 3 in the morning. I'm not functioning right now. But you know, it's that easy. Let's say well, I know where I can get it. Right here. Kingston. Right here. So let's get rid of this because I don't want to hear that.
This is Kingston Avenue.
Wave. So change it back. And then we're gonna load the route. Ain't gonna lie. Alright, we back. So I'm gonna jump to Utica because we already did that.
This is a Bronx-bound 5 express train. The next stop is 51st Street.
Start up the train. Calm down. Alright. So look here. Remember what I said. Hold on, I don't want to put it together. Okay. I don't know why BB's acting like that. Once we get to that position that we coded in the route, which was 12359, that's when you'll see the announcement play. So pay attention to my mouse. Matter of fact, let me go full screen. Pay attention to my mouse, and once you get to that position, you should hear the Kingston arrival.
This is Kingston Avenue.
So that worked. You guys get the gist. Not hard at all. Very simple, actually. The main hardest part would be coding your announcements, or I mean, not coding your announcements, editing your announcements in Audacity. So leave feedback in the comments, please, if anyone needs help further in the video. Remember what I said in the beginning. Try, if I were you, to make your life easier, code the announcements first, and then do the editing after. So if you code the announcements first and put everything where they're supposed to be, that way once you edit the announcement and export them, it's already there and you could just play your route. Shouldn't be hard. I'm pretty sure I explained everything in the topic. Many ways to get your own announcement and safety. Hope that helped.